And I know some of you are like, but you just said you're going to be a mom soon. But what comes before babies? At least for me, I refuse to have children out of wedlock. Not happening. But I'm going to be married soon. And this isn't just coming out of nowhere. I've had this feeling for a while now. Really, once the baby feeling came, also the marriage feeling came, but I wasn't like 100% with the idea yet because I felt like I had so much to do, and I had so much to learn. But like now, I'm at a place where I'm like, all right, that's what's happening soon, and I actually received confirmation with God or from God that I believe that He showed me that that's exactly what's happening. That's what you've been preparing for. And I'll go in that, that time. But because I know that that season is coming and approaching. What does that mean? What does that look like? And for me, that means that sorry, I was just looking at see if it was still recording. But for me that means that, I'm really just really trying to prioritize my relationship with God and doing the things that I know I'm supposed to be doing. Because ultimately with any relationships, but specifically marriage, um, yes, it's nice to have someone there and that's ordained. However, it's so easy to forget that at the root of marriage is supposed to be God. And that's the key to a long marriage, a successful marriage, in serving the God that you see in one another. You know? So, really in this period, I can say for the last like few weeks, that's all I've been striving to do. Um, Wake up on time, eat right, read, study, a lot of things that I've just been putting off for a long time. And because I've been putting it off, I've been wavering in faith and whatnot. But I've really just been trying to get my connection, my relationship with Him, God together. Because I just feel like it's time. And of course, the world is kind of headed in some kind of way this year specifically. I don't know if y'all noticed. But yeah. I just want to share it real quick because I am starting my podcast again this year. I'm serious. I have a lot going on. I've actually been blessed to do so much since this year, and it's only been like 4 days. So I already know this year's going to be very blessed or bountiful, full of blessings, inshallah. Um, so because that's happening, I'm not gonna be able to make like short form content like that anymore. So I'm gonna do the podcast. I'm gonna record things, I'm gonna upload them so people can listen to them at another time. And I also have my business where I'm helping people, get out of their heads so they can, finally start doing the things that have been on their heart to do. It's just a lot of things are coming this year, inshallah. But I really wanted to share, this whole marriage thing. Because I know I'm not the only one who has had these feelings, who have had these thoughts as of late. And a lot of times, we don't like to believe in ourselves or we like to push things off, specifically women, because, it's like, I don't know if I really want it. I don't really know if that's what's really being told to me or if that's really what's happening. But we have to just accept things for what they are. And I finally accepted that I will be married soon. And that the only thing I can really do now is just prepare, get my spiritual life together, physical life, mental life. And if you are also feeling that way, that's exactly what you should be doing too. Um, really just getting your life together. And what that looks like is you taking care of you, prioritizing you. Of course, serving your nation, working, doing all the things that you like to do and should be doing right now. But really, self care. Um, I know that's easier said than done. And also like healing from past traumas. Because if there's one thing that I've learned about acquainting myself with my nature, who I am, who God ultimately created me to be, is that yes, I can know that information, but I can also struggle to apply that information because of trauma, because of my perception of womanhood, because of what I grew up seeing the women in my life doing.
Saying Farrakhan, I'm saying this. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, marriage is one half of faith. If marriage is one half of faith, marriage is one half of the journey to God. For the word marriage in Arabic is nikah, which means to unite. It does not mean that you are united when the vows are spoken, but it means you have made a commitment to struggle for the unity of two souls, two independent beings, two independent essences that come from one originator. But it is a struggle to unite. Anything of value presents a difficulty factor, as we have studied.
That's right.
And so the difficulty factor in life itself means that God had to have created us to face the difficulty, not turn our back on the difficulty, not run from the difficulty. But God has brought us into a difficult life and given us the wherewithal with his help to overcome all obstacles that lie in the pathway of our progress toward him. Marriage is a part of the journey.